Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the stream. This is Epsilon 4 coming at you, and I think you can see me. I'm not sure. Mm, coffee is good. My preview isn't working. I don't know what's going on with that. Anyway, good morning. I'm Epsilon 4 coming at you live from Phoenix, Arizona. I'm going to try to keep it down a little bit today because it's early in the morning here. It is almost 6 o'clock. I ain't been on in some time, and so I just wanted to give you all an update what's happening with me since it has been almost a year to the day that I've been on stream, and I've just been busy. Honestly, it has been a crazy year. So I hope the year has been good for you, my friends. But and I miss you. I miss streaming. And I'm hoping that maybe we'll get back to doing some readings real soon. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to set up for gameplay or not, but um, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Probably won't get there until the first of the year because just the schedule is much, very much. But I can't wait to show you something I've been working on in Raft. It's big, very big, very, very big, and it's not finished. So lots of work to do on it, but it's pretty cool. So I'll be showing you guys that at some point as well. Um, so where have I been working mainly? Um, the pretty lady, little one 5000, had some bad diagnosis with the doctors, so we've been dealing with that. She had to go through surgery, and she's pretty much she's doing really well. Everything's turned out really well, but she does have some medication she has to stay on for a while, and that could be a challenge. Doctors, and then we've been doing appointment after appointment after appointment, which is just ridiculous. Mm. For those that may remember, I got a new job at the end of last year, about this time. Probably one of the number one reasons I haven't been online. Um, Learning that job has been a huge challenge, and it did what it was supposed to do when I took the job, but it has been a huge challenge, which I've enjoyed taking on. But it did mean I didn't have much energy and time and stuff for you guys, so I apologize for that. And I got some other medical news on my own. I'll share in just a bit, and it's going to change things a little bit, I think. Um, Maybe. You never know. You see, I'm kind of a weird fella. I like to start things and then I lose steam and end up not finishing them. Go figure. Uh, some might call it ADHD. I call it lack of discipline, or as the scriptures might say, double-mindedness. I find I do that a lot. I don't know. Have you ever are you introspective at all? I don't. Um, I'm introspective, right? So that means that I think about myself and kind of how I am and what I'm doing and why I'm doing it or not doing it, depending on the case. And that it can help you to really see who you are and make yourself better. But it can also be a hindrance in overthinking things that you should just do. Just do it, as the Nike commercials say. Just do it. Um, so anyway, we will see. But my intent right now is hopefully to get back to doing some reading for you guys and get back to doing gospel readings. I miss doing that with you guys. I have actually just, speaking of gospel readings, I have just finished listening to the Bible for the second time. Genesis to Revelation, the whole thing. What I've been doing is on my way to work, I play it off the app onto the speakers. So I listen to it because reading is a challenge. I, I reading is not enjoyable. So I know for some of you that's a shock and can't handle that sort of thing, right? But for me, reading is just simply not really enjoyable. It's a challenging task. It's something I have to work at, and it takes a lot of energy. So when you don't read well, and many of you won't understand that, but when you don't read well, it is not a pleasant experience. It's not like I'm going to sit down and read a book and go woohoo. I might enjoy the story, but it will take me 10 times as long to read the book, and I get frustrated with the amount of time it takes. So I have to reread every page. Anyway, it's a mess. I won't get into too much of that, I guess. But and I hope you remembered your coffee, because coffee is awesome. And let's see, where are we at? Yeah, I don't have a script for this one, so I'm gonna chat for a little while. When I get tired of chatting, well, then I'll stop chatting. That's how that'll work. There's gonna be an ad here in a minute, 50 some seconds. But I'm still gonna chat, so you just have to I don't know, catch up when I get back. um Nothing I say today is going to be important anyway. Well, except for one thing, which I'll say after the ad runs. So that's important. So you want to hang on tight for that. Let's see. What else we do? We were driving the Jeep. So 2 years ago, I think, I bought the Jeep Rubicon. Fantastic machine. Very capable. Very cool. Couple of mechanical problems with it when I first got it. It was 2022, so it's 2 years old when I bought it. 3 now, and it's been good. We finally got somebody to actually fix that problem, and it's been good. So we've been able to take that out once in a while and do some of the trails. Now Arizona's, because I'm in Arizona, and Arizona's just full of trails everywhere. If you go look at OnX, which if you're not an off-roader, you may not know, OnX is a mapping software. It rates the trails and things like that. Pretty cool. You get up there, there's just a slew of trails everywhere. But I will tell you, it's really easy to get in trouble, especially with a machine that is as capable and a driver who is not. That is a bad mix, I think. So I have to be super, super careful. We were out going to an old mine over here up north of Phoenix. I forget the name of it now, but anyway, we were headed up there and we pulled off and we're looking at the mine and stuff like that. And I saw a cliff, not a cliff, it was a drop off, a couple, 3 feet maybe. And I thought, yeah, I can go over that. And I could, and I did. Only I didn't realize that I took it slightly wrong, and I caught my tail end on the rock coming down. Bam! Whoops. Boy, that was nervous. I was scared I ended up there, bent the truck. But fortunately, it's got the rock guards around it, the frame and everything, so it actually was perfectly fine. No damage. It was good. Just startled me. Just a little warning. Be more careful. So, where are we at? I'm stalling a little. I want to let the ads run. You know what? This is what I'm going to do. Let me run the ad. There we go. That'll save us 30 seconds or so for those. Well, you can't Yeah, I could sit here in silence, honestly, until the ad finishes, but I'm not going to because then I would get bored, and we wouldn't want that. So I'll tell you what I'll do. This is gonna be silly, but funny. I think I like it. So I'm gonna show you my cup because I've got a minute. So this is gonna be an ad for a tall cup. Not really. No, I'm not funded by them or anything like that. But I found this cup at Wally World, and well, I forget what I paid for it. It wasn't that much. It's metal. Looks like a camp cup. Um, I'm not big on cups, but this has been a great cup. I'm just gonna tell you that. I take it pretty much everywhere. I take it to work. It seals. It's got a screw top. Sorry. And it's just a cup, right? That's what you're thinking. I know that's what I was thinking. But I have found that having the right cup matters because this one is small. And for me, that's good because I don't I don't want to carry something big around. This it fits in my truck well, fits on my desk at work well. I end up carrying it everywhere and it's helping me drink more water. Why is water important? Well, we kind of need it, that's why. But I have a tendency not to drink it. That's the problem. See, I like my soda and I like my coffee, right? Water, not so much. But of course, I need to drink more water because we live in the desert and everybody needs to drink more water. Whether you drink a lot of water or not, you still need more. That's just the way the rule is because you live in Arizona. That's how we do. So it's been helping. No, it's cool. And the nice thing is metal. So if I drop it, aside from the lid, um, banging around, whatever, I really just don't have to worry about it too much. And I like that. I don't like to worry about stupid things like cups. So that's the cup. That's the cup ad. For those that didn't get an ad, you don't have to feel left out. You got an ad. All right. Um, let's see. Are we back yet? Yes. Okay, I think we are. Sorry, I'm trying to read the ads manager, and I haven't been in on so long. I don't know how to read it. I done forgot. I forgot I even had ads set up. Kind of would like to turn them off, to be honest. Um, but it's funny because my attitude towards Switch changed when I became a oh, whatever I am, what an affiliate. Yeah, that's the word. I'm like, wait, what? Anyway, it kind of changed when I became an affiliate for some reason. I think the ads annoy me more than you, honestly. Um, but it's necessary, so we have them. Let's get on with other news, I suppose. Okay, yeah. So let's go with diagnosis. So, and I mentioned before. So I got diagnosed with hypothyroidism. I don't know how long I've had that, but I've been struggling with fatigue for a long time, and it's helping. Unfortunately, it's like a lot of things. Like years ago, I got a CPAP for sleep apnea and stuff like that, and it helped. And it's so weird because the doctors they ask you, well, does it help? Well, yeah, it helps. Doesn't fix it, but it helps. Thyroid medication for me is kind of like that. Um, but it does help. And I notice if I miss it, which I did yesterday, um, then I notice it because then I just kind of run into a wall. So, and then for you, if you don't know, hypothyroidism is when your thyroid doesn't produce the T4 whatever thing that it's supposed to produce. And even though the signal's getting there, there's no production. So the hypothyroid's just not producing what it's supposed to. So the medication just adds that chemical to your system, bypasses the thyroid. It's my understanding. I'm not a doctor, and I don't give medical advice. Um, so that's roughly what it is. And the thyroid manages your metabolism, and basically your energy level. So if you're hypothyroid, your energy's go, and you're gonna feel groggy, tired, and disassociated with life entirely. Everything you do will be a challenge to do, to be honest. And from my experience, anyway, maybe others have different experiences. I don't know, but that's been mine. So that's been one of my struggles. I can't do all the things I want to do, and I just don't have the motivation and the energy to do it. So the thyroid medicine, well, that helps, and I'm excited about that. So that being said, with my job and the stress of it and everything, I think we're getting on top of it. Of course, it's hard to tell right now because we're in a federal shutdown and I'm a state employee. And the way my job is will get much more stressful as soon as the federal government gets off its butt and does something. So while I still get paid and I still get to work, there's not as much work. So it's kind of a weird time because I've been fighting to get caught up with everything at work. Now I feel like I'm caught up with everything at work, but it's like the calm before the storm because as soon as the federal government gets back to work, I'm going to get hit. We're going to be super busy. But my hope is still to be able to spend some time reading with you guys and doing some gaming. Maybe. I'm not making any promises because I really don't know what's going to happen in the next year. But I'm going to try to get back to streaming because I like it and it's fun. Now that we're about 18 minutes into the stream and anybody who's really isn't interested left, now for the big announcement. I've been putting it out more this year, so you may have seen this already, but I'm going to tell you anyway. So the one thing we did want to do is to go ahead and do the annual Edgar Allan Poe reading that we do. There's a few differences. I wanted to explain that. That's part of the reason I jumped on this morning. So we will be doing that tomorrow. And unfortunately, we will not be doing it on Twitch. We will be doing it on YouTube. Excuse me. And the reason for that is I just want to try YouTube out, see what the algorithm does, see if we get any viewers. Usually we do get like one, maybe two for part of the time. And that's really fun. But one of the fun things about streaming is chatting and chatting to you all. And it's hard to do when nobody's viewing. So what I've thought a couple of things. Thought I'd try the YouTube platform to see how the live goes. And then also we're changing the time. So we're going to do it at 1 p.m. tomorrow instead of after our Halloween festivities. So that way it'll be early enough in the day that people on the East Coast can catch it, hopefully. And maybe we'll have more viewers, more people able to watch. Also, it'll be able to run throughout the day. So after 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock when we finish, whatever, it'll be able to be up there for people to watch. So if you don't catch the live, you can at least watch the rerun later on and still catch it on Halloween. So that's kind of the idea. So if you want to wait till after your Halloween festivities, the video should be up there. You'd be able to catch the readings and hopefully enjoy them. I'm pretty excited about what we're doing this year. I think our readings are getting much better. And it just, everything seems to be better. So I'm really hoping for a good stream. I think it's going to be really good, actually. So I'm hoping that you all will be able to jump in and get the ad. I did an ad yesterday, just a real 2-minute one here on Twitch. I put it out on the Discord, and I actually put it out on Instagram and Facebook this year, which is different. I usually don't advertise my videos and my streams, my content. But I think that's going to change. If I continue to stream, I think I want to advertise a little bit more. I want to be more proactive because if you're going, the whole idea is to have people see what you're doing. It's like talking to nobody there. Echoes of the past. Anyway, so that's kind of where we're at. But that's what the stream is. So check us out on the YouTube channel. You know where to find it if you're my subscribers or followers or whatever it is over here. Oh yeah, followers. That's it. Um, if you follow the channel, then you know it's linked there. Not just look up Epsilon 4. Um, Instagram, going back to Instagram real quick, I did put an ad out on it for Instagram. I'll do that again today and tomorrow. And then the goal is, somebody suggested this. I don't know about it, to be honest. I'm not sure if it's going to work. I don't know anything about it. But I'm going to attempt to live stream the studio, quote unquote studio, back room, on Instagram. So you'll have the production version on YouTube, and Instagram will have the background studio version. I'm not going to do any green screen effects or nothing on that one. It's just going to be raw, no mic adjustments, no nothing. So I imagine it's going to be pretty terrible to watch. But hey, somebody suggested that this is what people do, and it works to get viewers and people interested. So, and that's what we want. We want to be able to share what we love with you guys, and we'd like people to know it's there if they're interested. And of course, if you're watching this and you're not interested, well, dude, wake up. Change the channel, okay? You don't have to watch. It's not a requirement, okay? It's okay. You can watch another stream. It's all right. I won't be hurt. Well, maybe a little, but I'll get over it. Anyway. So that's been our journey this past year. But I will tell you, the change in job has really helped me, and that's what I wanted. So, and this is where I'm going to go back to the introspective thing just a little bit. And I'm sorry, I'm just rambling on, but I haven't got a chance to ramble on at you guys for a little while, so I'm going to do it anyway, because I can. See, that's how that works. So you can't stop me. You can only change channels. Anyway, go back to the introspective thing. My previous job, there was a lot of downtime, and I found that, and I was there for like 8 years. In some ways, it was really cool because you could explore things, you had time to think, you had time to plan, you had time to do all kinds of things, whatever you wanted to do, right? Because you had a lot of downtime. Of course, when you had uptime, you had to be right on it, but that was not really a problem. And after a few years, there really wasn't anything that was that hard to do with the job, to be honest. Just be nice and deal with people, basically. And I think I did okay. I don't think I was excellent at the job, but I think I did good. I think I did a good job. I find that it's an odd piece of me as I think about my life, is that I find that I'm not excellent at anything that I see, that I'm just mediocre at best at some things, which is a weird thought, because as you're younger, you think you're amazing at everything. Oh, I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. Oh, yeah, let's do that. That'd be awesome. And then as I've gotten older, I realize, yeah, that's not the case. I'm not that good at those things. I like them. They're fun. It's kind of like streaming. I'm probably not that good at that either, but I enjoy it. And so I do it because it's fun. Kind of take some of the pressure off of trying to be good at things. Anyway, I digress. So I just kind of got in a bad rut, and that affected everything. So you got to maintain, the point is, you got to be introspective. You got to maintain your soul, maintain your body. If you're into something that just grinds on you day in, day out, change it. Either change yourself or change it, whichever is easier, I guess. Sometimes changing yourself is necessary, because wherever you go, there you are. If you don't change yourself, you may end up in the same position at your next place, whatever your next situation is. But I do recommend, especially with jobs and friendships, churches, what those kinds of things. If it's something that just wears on you time and time, don't stick with it and stay in a toxic situation for you. Now, the people may not be toxic. Like my last job, most people were super nice, loved them, they were great. There was no issue. The issue was me. It just wasn't right for me anymore. It was fun. It was a great job. I feel honored to have done it. But it just wasn't right anymore. So I moved to this job, something more active, something busier, something mattered more. I had more things, important things to do. And boy, did I hit the jackpot there. there's always some emergency project, some this, some that going on at this place. And that keeps me interested and busy, although it does add stress, which is something that affects you as well. So again, you have to be introspective. You have to pay attention to how you're doing, and adjust, either, like I said, yourself or your environment accordingly. Don't sit in a bad space. That's my advice to you. Don't sit in a bad space. If something's wrong, don't ignore it. Fix it. It's kind of like putting your head in the sand. You know, I think it's the ostrich puts their head in the sand to hide. You know, it's like putting your head in the sand in the middle of a highway. Nothing but your behind sticking up. Well, what's going to happen? You're going to get run over. So don't put your head in the sand about your life. Just saying. Pick it up. Take a look around. Take an honest assessment. It's all right. We're all screwed up. So that's the other thing. Don't let it depress you, because sometimes if you pick your head up and you look around your life, you go, holy garbage. This sucks. My life is terrible. And you can convince yourself you don't want to be here. You can convince yourself that it'll never be better or it'll never be good. But so much of our lives is our own perspective, what we're looking at. So, you know, if that's what you see when you look at your life, go for a walk. Go for a walk. Go look out the window. Make yourself a cup of coffee. Go do something to change your point of view. Because as much as sometimes even I think the world is kind of a crazy bad place, right next to that crazy bad stuff is all the good stuff. There's good people out there. There's people to love. There's good things happening. People are taking care of each other. There is a wonderful community in human society. There's beautiful creation. There's science and knowledge and abundance. And there is equal evil to match it. So look at the good. Be the good as much as you can. And you'll find you'll look a little bit better at life. Life will be a good thing. I know I've went through some dark, dark times in my life. Now it's not so dark, and I feel blessed. I have a lot of wonderful things. I'm able to do what I do with you guys. I'm able to work. I have family. I have all of these things. None of it is perfect, but all of it is good.